Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch that remote. We got a great show. Today is Veterans Day. And I think I started off with a good salute to all the veterans, to all the service men and women that are out there protecting us. And I can't think of a better way to open the show. And I sang in front of President Truman's picture one time. So I'm going to sing a song, a solo. I think my voice ain't the greatest, but it comes from the heart. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America. Okay, today is Veterans Day, and my guest today is the National President of the Patriotic Order Sons of America. Ain't getting no more patriotic than that meeting. Now, tell me who you are, Rock. Tell me. I call everybody Rock. I forget the names.
Rock,
Right.
my name's Stan Sarnasinski. I'm from Eagleville, Pennsylvania.
All right, now tell me something about you.
All right, I work at the Montgomery County Courthouse.
Oh, I used to work there too.
I know, yes. Been down there for 10 years now, enjoying my job. Yeah, work for the purchasing department.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Now, that's enough of that.
Okay.
Where were you this morning, Veterans Day, this morning?
This morning we were at Arcola Middle School of the Methacton School District, and we've been going there for 35 years, honoring the veterans on Veterans Day. We sponsor the program, and the school puts on a great show, usually have some veterans come in, and we have a veteran come in and
Soldiers,
speak.
right?
Yes. Beautiful show. We had about 10 of our members there from our organization, and we sponsor it every year. We've been very happy doing this, yes.
And that was, what do you do that for the last 35 years?
35 years, our campus sponsored it, yep. It was founded by one of our old members who actually was a school teacher at Methacton, William Hummer.
Oh, what's his name?
Bill Hummer. He,
Still around?
No, he has passed away about 10 years. Bill was a teacher there, plus he was a member of our camp, and he said, we got to do something to honor the veterans. So on Veterans Day, he started this. And Bill was a great man. He was a World War II vet. He was one of the first into Dachau prison camp.
Oh, yeah?
He took pictures of what the Nazis did there. And when he came home, he gave copies of all those pictures to every school district. I know Norristown has one. Every school district in the area has a copy of those pictures, so we never forget what happened there.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. Well, you know, Tony Krasinski is a good friend of mine. He used to work in the courthouse too, and so Hank, he says, you got to join this organization. So I am a member. Here it is. Tony Krasinski, thank you for getting me in there. And now, tell me something about your camp. What do we call it, a camp?
Yes.
Where do you meet? What do you do?
Okay.
Come on.
All the camps are
You're a
named
pretty
after...
smart guy. And where happened to all your hair? Where'd it go?
I lost it over the years.
Oh, yeah? I thought maybe you got caught in a hair raid or something. No? Go ahead.
All our camps are named after George Washington. So each camp has Washington Camp 523, like we are in Eagleville. We have Washington Camp 387 in Swanksville. We have 20 camps left in the United States. Most of them are in Pennsylvania. We have one in North Carolina.
In other words, Pennsylvania's more patriotic.
Pennsylvania,
It doesn't rattle some cages over there.
Yep. You figure in the old days, there wasn't much to do in the old towns up there, you know, so everybody went to the POS of A meetings or any kind of camps, you know, they did things. But we've been around since 1847. We were founded in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania by Dr. Rydell Coates.
Oh, yeah?
He was a doctor, and he thought we have to do something for the young kids of this United States so they remember our history, learn our history.
Right.
And that was the major thing, the junior sons of the...
You know what President Truman says? What's new? The history we haven't read. Believe me, it's so important. I love history. You know, when I went to school, I didn't think much about English or history. But when I went to the community college, I got a police, what do you call it, for the police, I graduated police science course. And I enjoyed history and English, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling all these students out there, check it out, you know. Don't waste time. Get that education while you can get it. All right. Now, you meet periodically, right?
Yes. We meet the first Thursday of every month. either at Tosco's Restaurant in Trooper or the Lower Providence Presbyterian Church in Eagleville. And there are two local things. Sometimes we get with our brothers up at Swanksville at their camp.
Yeah, join up, right?
Yeah, but this coming month we will be at the Valley Forge headquarters in Valley Forge Park.
When is that?
That'll be the first Thursday of December. We are the only organization inside Valley Forge because we actually were there before Valley Forge started.
Oh, yeah. You were there before George Washington?
Yeah, we've been there for years. The state of Pennsylvania.
What day of the week is that?
That's a Thursday. That's a Thursday.
Thursday? What time?
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
It's nighttime.
Oh,
is
it's
it
nighttime.
Inside?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a beautiful hall over there.
In your meeting hall?
Yeah, yep, yep. In Valley Forge, yeah.
Maybe we talk to John and Doyle and see maybe we can.
There's a lot of history in that building.
Yeah,
a lot of history in that building.
We got to show that.
Yeah.
And I was there. I was very much impressed of all the on the wall, the pictures, muskets and everything else. I think
we have the upstairs flag room that we just refurbished, and it has a flag of every flag that ever flew in the United States from the time the United States started to present day.
Wow, we have to film that.
Yeah.
We want. Everybody can't go there, but we can bring it to your house.
We have open houses a couple times during the summer. We notify the public and things, and
right.
yeah, we're proud. We're proud. We did a lot of things in this area. One of the things was saving George Washington's headquarters in Valley Forge. The organization got together and raised the money to help save that before it was torn down.
Save it? What was it? Falling apart or what?
No, they didn't know what to do with it before there was a Valley Forge Park.
Oh.
So there was a lady in Valley Forge that started this, and she asked the POS of A if we could help, and within 6 months we raised enough money to pay the mortgage off on that building.
And
it was given to Valley Forge when it started.
Oh my God,
yeah.
that's really nice.
Yeah.
How about who shovels the snow out front there when George Washington?
I think they had a few people that were over there doing that.
Oh,
yeah. Now they got machinery.
Well, we had to go over there and film that, and let everybody. Now, a lot of people. They have an American flag flying. Sometimes it's ripped and it's, worn out. So, and they don't know what to do with it, and you're not supposed to throw it in the trash.
No, sir.
So tell me what people should do with the flags when they get worn up,
torn up. When the flag gets worn or discolored, if you look around the county now, we have flag retirement boxes in a lot of places.
Okay, retirement boxes.
Yes.
Okay.
Bring the flag. The courthouse has one outside the sheriff's office. Washington Memorial Chapel has one side outside the chapel shop.
And Valley Forge gift shop outside.
Yes.
There. Red, white, and blue, and it has the name of it.
We have them at the Lowe's in Hatfield and the Lowe's in Oaks. They're outside there. So there's plenty of places to take these. There's about 20 locations. Up in Swanksville area, Lower Frederick, we have them up there. Now, 387 camp in Swanksville is the one that started this. Somebody asked, what do we do with our old American flags?
Okay.
So they come up with the idea of building these flag retirement boxes. They're wood. They look like a mailbox.
But they look at that's what I said. It was a mailbox, and you corrected me. Says no, it's a flag box.
Flag retirement box. We only want flags in there. No mail.
No mail.
I found some mail in there a couple times and had to mail it. Yes.
How about a Santa Claus mail? No.
Yeah, no.
That's
Send that through
box.
the U.S. Postal Service.
Separate, right. So, all right, now you got these boxes. Now, within the last year or so, you collected how many?
This past year, we had 6,000 flags we collected. And what we do is, the closest day to Flag Day, we have a ceremony in Swanksville behind the fire company. We have the Boy Scouts, Troop 105 comes in, and we officially burn them. The proper way to get flags, burn them.
Burn them, right.
Now, the Scouts, what they do, they'll take a giant garrison flag, which is a good-sized flag, and they'll cut each stripe. Cut all the stripes, and then they'll go out and they have a ceremony.
The stripes of the flag.
Of the flag, the proper way.
And what do you do with them?
We take them out and throw them into the fire.
Okay.
Let them burn. And when the fire's out the next day, all the ashes are taken and buried at the cemetery in Swanksville.
Wait a minute. More than just saying buried. There's a ceremony.
There's a ceremony.
Right?
The Scouts run this for us, and they know how to do it. The Boy Scouts know what they're doing.
The Boy Scouts do this.
They do the whole ceremony.
They march and regular.
Yep, they do everything for us. We've been lucky. This Troop 105 in Swanksville shows up every time we ask them, and they have about anywhere from 15 to 30 kids be involved in this. And they hold that giant flag and cut it, and it shows the public the proper way to take care of a flag.
Well, that's good, I had one Veterans Day, I had my grandson who was a policeman in West Norton, and he's a former Marine, and also Mike is a sergeant detective with West Norton, and he was in the Army, and they were here, and they did the proper way, the funeral flag, how you wrap it. Each fold means something,
Yep.
you know. So it's a lot to that, and like a military funeral, you know, there's every little thing has a meaning.
That's right.
The way they move, what they say, how they hand the flag to the wife, the widow, or whoever, you know.
Working at the county, everybody knows I collect flags. If the box is filled, they'll come tell me. If not, I got them put on my desk in the morning.
Everybody, Well, in the courthouse, they're right there. There's a
Everybody
lot of
comes
people
in there.
coming and going, you know. All right. Now, what else? What else that when I'm a new member, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have some friends that want to join. In fact, I just brought a friend, John Darnell, who he works for an organization that helps veterans and their spouses, you know, that need help. And if they meet the criteria, he comes to the house. Now, I'm a former veteran, and he comes to my house, spends 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and he helps me whatever my needs, you know. And there's a lot of people that are worse off than me that need help. And that's one thing, you know, you want to check. Veterans, there's a lot out there for you. Make a phone call. We can help you. And you want to give a phone call where they can get in touch if they want to join. How old you have to be to join here?
All right. The criteria, you must be at least 16 years of age to join.
Go ahead.
That was the old Junior Sons of America. It was started back in 1847. And then it was changed at 16 to whatever. Hank, what are you, 92 now?
92.
Hank joined last
November
year.
9th.
Yep.
I
And we're
looked
happy to
at-
have him. Yeah.
Yeah, 92 and November the 9th. And I read in 1989, the wall in Germany came down November the 9th.
Yeah.
So November the 9th, I had my daughters and my family and friends. We had a little birthday party up at Greco-Roman, and we had linguine,
Make me hungry now.
calamari, stuffed shells. We had sausage and everything. So it was a real, you know, it's you got to enjoy life while you're here.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Now, when you have a, I one thing here. When I joined here, you give me and I didn't have this.
That's
this
the
is my
official
necktie.
flag, or official
This is my
tie.
necktie here. They
Yeah.
give me a necktie.
Yeah.
They give me a plate here for my
Front of your car.
my car,
Yeah.
and I also have another one with a frame for your license. You know,
Yeah.
let your offense be your defense, and that's what we do here.
One of the things that people have to know is up to about 10 years ago, you had to be American born to join this organization. You had to be born on American soil or in the Army or something like that. We changed that about 10 years ago. We had gentlemen who wanted to join our organization, came here when they were kids, went to the service and fought for our country, and stuff,
Yeah.
but they weren't allowed to join. So we had it changed. Took us about 4 years to get it changed. But now, if you're a naturalized American citizen, you may become a member of this
Sure,
organization.
I mean,
yeah.
that's a good move.
Common sense. Common
Yeah,
sense.
Common
yes.
sense is
Yeah.
right. All right. All right. Now, we have an audience, and I'm going to get some questions from the audience, and I'm sure that that'll be coming in. You know. Now, I know when you conduct the meetings, right?
Mm-hmm. The president
And
conducts
you keep everybody abreast on
all the goings on. in the-
now.
yeah.
Tell me about you have a nice picnic.
Oh,
What's
yes.
that all about?
Every year we go together with Camp 387 in Swanksville, and we meet up at the Upper Salford Park, and we have a picnic with all the brothers and the wives and their kids. And it's just a nice day to get together, play a little bingo, talk over some old times and stuff. And we just had our national convention back in September out in Lancaster, and that's when I became the new national president.
Yeah.
Yes.
National president. How
Yeah.
about that?
Very
you know?
proud of this. I was state president, and
Well,
I was
congratulations.
Pennsylvania state president in 2010, and worked my way through the chairs, and I'm very happy, very honored to
Yeah.
be here.
Now, show me that book there you got there. You know,
This is a little
this is
book
not
that we give.
not a fly-by-night. This is well organized. You know, they have it gives you the history,
Yeah.
all about things that you know. Just like I said, what President Truman says, what's new to history we haven't read, and here's the platform, the principles. You know, it's unbelievable of all the things that here in America we want to talk about. We're here, we live here. Here's our camp news. It comes out, how often does this come out?
6 times a year it comes out. And everybody has little things going in their different organizations.
And there's the picture of upstairs at the headquarters.
Flag room upstairs.
And that's where I took an oath to be a member of this organization. And you see the flags there? What you told me the flags are what?
There's a flag representing every flag that was ever made to honor the United States from the time of the colonial times to up till now.
Yeah.
And on the back, if you'll watch, we give flags to Valley Forge Park every year. The flags you see hanging there at the arch, the National Arch, we've been doing that for 80 years. We do Independence Hall. We give all the flags down there too. That's one of our things, giving American flags. We gave one to Methacton this morning, a giant flag, so they could fly it on their flagpole.
Well, you know, last week, it was about last week, week before, my friend Dean Garofolo, he imitates Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Well, he says, come on, you know, my wife passed away about 5, 6 days before that. He says, come on, get out of the house and I'm going to take a ride through Valley Forge. So, I've been in Valley Forge many times, but I never saw the cemetery.
Yes.
It's behind the church. And so I'm looking and watching, you know, looking at the beautiful scenery and the different cannons and the log cabins. And so, but the cemetery was really got my attention. So then we stopped into the gift shop, and there was a lady behind the counter, and we wanted to get some ice cream. She said, we don't sell ice cream. They had hot dogs and all that other stuff, you know. So he's always cutting up, Dean, you know. So he's going, so the lady says, you sound like Johnny Cash. He says, well, I do sound Johnny Cash, you know. And so next thing, the lady, the manager, she was in the back room. She says, oh, I like Johnny Cash. So he starts singing like Johnny Cash, you know, and she goes, oh, you know. So I said, you know, we're going to come here with John Doyle and your organization, and we're going to film, you know, the gift shop, the cemetery, you know, the whole thing, you know.
Tell you a little history, Hank.
Go ahead.
Washington Memorial Chapel, the Reverend from right here in Norristown, Reverend Burke, came to Valley Forge and used our old building way back in the 1890s.
Wow.
To talk about building Washington Memorial Chapel. It wasn't built. It was built to honor George Washington and the troops. We were intertwined with Washington Memorial Chapel like you can't believe. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of history over there.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a question from the audience.
Okay.
Here, read it out loud and you answer it.
What are your responsibilities as president? My responsibilities are make sure I get around to all 19 camps here in Pennsylvania. I have 2 years to do it, and the one in North Carolina. Make sure that everything's running properly. We're going through a change phase right now. At one time, we had over 100,000 members in 38 states. And we're like a lot of organizations. We're getting old. We're not getting the kids to join anymore. It's tough. Kids got so many things going. The kids are playing sports, and they don't have time.
Right, and then you know. So I have another one here. That might be something I can help you out on that.
How have attitudes changed toward veterans? Well, I can tell you, not being a veteran myself. My dad was a veteran. My mother was a sergeant in the WACs. My brother was in. My son, Jeffrey, was in the Air Force for 6 years.
Wow.
But
you got a whole army of your own.
The thing I remember most, Hank, is when my brother-in-law came home from Vietnam in his uniform, stepped off the plane in San Francisco, and people spat on him. He said, why is they doing this to me? I'm over there fighting a war for this country. Right. He could not understand why they were doing that for it. The change is now, veterans are now honored.
Right.
Veterans, and I give thanks to all the veterans. I mean, every one of them. We should thank every veteran for keeping us free, keeping this country the greatest country in the world, you know?
Well, you know, all right, now. All right, how about that one?
What are the core principles of patriotism
out there?
Core principles of the patriotic order. God, country, and order. God always comes first with our organization. We're reverent.
Right.
Country. The USA is our country. The American flag is our flag. No other flag flies above the American flag. And our order. Our order is always, we take care of order. Make sure The one thing we always say, we can agree to disagree. We might have some arguments at meetings, but we leave there as brothers and friends.
Wait!
Yeah.
All sunshine makes deserts. You don't want sunshine all the time.
No.
You live in a desert, the
Yeah,
Sahara Desert.
yeah.
You got to have the rain, the snow, and then, and that you have a beautiful garden. You don't have all sun all the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's the same thing. You have a committee, 7 people. They all think alike, talk alike.
Yep.
6 are unnecessary.
Yeah.
So you want that
Yes.
diversity.
Oh, yes.
That's
We
what I
want everybody to give us their views.
Yeah.
The one nice thing, Hank, is God and country. We do a thing on Patriots Day every year since 9/11. We meet at Washington Memorial Chapel, the whole organization. We fill the church, honoring the patriots, honoring the people that died at 9/11.
Right.
And that's doing our God and our country right there, plus our order, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I like it with everything you're saying. How about this?
What are some of the benefits
Got
of
a
being...
lively audience out there. That guy up in the balcony up there,
Okay.
he sent that in there. He
Some of the
walked over.
benefits of being in the
Look at this thing
Patriotic
falling
Order.
over here.
You can meet Hank Cisco. Hank's one of our newest member.
And John Darnell.
Yeah, we have some new members. We're always asking for members. If you are a patriotic, you love the American flag, and you love this country. That's the biggest
Well,
thing.
that's the whole thing, you
Love
know.
this country. Yeah.
You know, my father, my father and mother both born in Sicily, and my father came to the United States to make a better life for the family. Well, I was born in Brooklyn. I'm the only one in a family of 8 born in Brooklyn. But I keep thinking, you know, come over in a boat, how many days he was in that boat and what he went through living in Brooklyn. And I'm so happy that I want to carry on what my father wanted us to be happy, and we're Americans. And my
Yes.
father learned how to talk. He was a shoemaker, fixing shoes, you know. And I can't think. I've been very, very happy to be a former police officer, county detective, you know. And I love Norristown. Although Norristown, they're having a meeting next week to find out how that we can bring it back. It slipped a little bit along the way. I guess all towns change a little
yes,
bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just so happy. But, you know, we talk about the Army, how I got in the Army. First time we went draft board, they called me, come to draft, you got to get examined. I went there and I got turned down, 4F, perforated eardrum and a bunion. And I took the test up in Allentown. I had to take the trolley back, and all my buddies went in the Army, and so finally I got in the Golden Gloves, boxing Philadelphia. I went to the finals. Daily News had a picture of me, Hank Cisco, Northtown sensation. You know, well, I beat the guy. The winner of this contest, Philadelphia. It's all right. 1 week later, I get a call from the draft board. I had the newspaper. It says, Cisco, is that you? Yeah. Well, if you can fight in the ring, you can fight in the Army. Next thing you know, I'm on the train going to Indian Town Gap. See? So, you know, I'm so proud that I was able to participate, you know, and to do that. Same thing, my brother Jimmy was in the Coast Guard, you know, and he's stationed up in Cape Cod. And after he got discharged, he bought a house and lived up there. You know? So,
Hank, with all the military people in my family, the day I graduated high school, I went down and joined the Navy in Norristown. They took me right to the train in Philadelphia. But I had a back operation in 10th grade, and they wouldn't take me. And I was so devastated. But I got drafted a year later, and then I got rejected then, too. They said, no, we won't take back.
Well, you see, the reason why I got rejected because of a perforated eardrum, and because when I went there, at the beginning, they wanted the cream of the crop. They didn't want anybody that would be in sick bay.
Yeah.
And I would be. Next thing you know, when I'm in boot, whatever, next thing you know, my foot swelled up and I couldn't march. So they give me an office job in Atlanta, Georgia, you know. So I'm just so happy that I got that experience. You know, I was looking for the picture. I was going to bring it over, but I couldn't find it. You know, that's what happens when you get 92. You can't find things.
That's right.
But I'll find it, you know. So, all right, tell me now, what's on the front burner?
Front burner? Oh, I have a lot of things going tonight. As soon as I'm done here, I got to go up to Leesport. We have a Pennsylvania State meeting. And then tomorrow I'll be back at
Leesport.
Leesport, Pennsylvania. That's where our
What's that near? What's that near?
it's above Reading. It's above Reading.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's where our state office is located, right there on Route 61. And tomorrow night I'll be back up there for a national meeting. Doing a lot of traveling.
All right, so look, the half hour is over.
Okay.
So, Stan,
Thank you,
thanks
Hank.
a lot.
Thank
you
you
know,
for
and you're, all the members, I enjoy the meetings because it's good. We talk back
And
and forth.
we eat good.
Huh?
You come to a POS of A meeting, you always eat good. That's one thing, Hank.
Manja. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And I want to salute the veterans, male, female, and every branch of the service. So, we will do a show at Valley Forge. And do you have any contact with the minister over there?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes, I happen to be a
well,
member.
Tell
of
him.
yeah.
Tell him to. We're
yeah.
going to come over there.
Good.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing us to come into your home and staying national president of this organization. So, I'm happy to be part of it, and I'm happy that I was able to put this show on. So, God bless each and every one. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairie to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home.